What's good with y'all boys? I know it's been a minute. Today I'm about to show you guys how to convert an Audi. This is a B5, but it applies to any Audi for the most part. How to convert one of these bad Johns to rear-wheel drive and drift it kind of reliably. It's an Audi, so it's not gonna be reliable, but so the first thing you want to do is take out the center diff and weld it. This is at the back of the trans. I'll show you. That's like where's the trans? Up here. I hope this isn't upside down, but yeah, so this is a trans, blah blah blah. Back of the trans where the drive shaft mounts. This is the center diff, and there's bolts all around it. If you undo the mounts and drop it down, you should have enough room to take out all the bolts around it and take it out. This one is already out, so as you can see, there's bolts all around it. And then this is just a housing. The center diff is inside. You want to put it in a vise and hammer it. I don't know if I can get this out with one hand. Let me get a hammer right quick. Where's my hammer? So you want to grab one of these boys and yeah, put it in a vise, hammer it. I don't think I do it with one hand, but let me see. Hold it. No. Nah, I'll be right back. Alright, after you get that one into wax, hold here, hold it here and hammer it here. The housing will slide out first. This is like the what's it called, the drain plug. You gotta take that out. There's like a circlip that's supposed to be in there or something. Take that out. It's easy. Put a screw in there and pull it out, you know. Oh wait, stuck again. There we go. So yeah, this is your center diff. As you can see, there are welds. You want to weld the gears, do what you got to do. Get some chicken splatter, you know. If it holds, it holds. Then once you weld that, put it back in. Make sure it spins. If it doesn't spin, take it back out, grind her down. Take that, put it in, throw it back in the car. Then you want to get your front axles, remove them. Then you want to hammer off the outer CV, which is this right here. Hammer it off the axle, put it back in the hub, put the bolt back in. So now your wheel bearing is so compressed. Repeat for both sides. So now at that point, the car is basically a rear-wheel drive. But if you want to, you know, swing her around, slide some corners, you want to weld the rear diff. This is the rear diff. Yeah, I'm in the middle of a swap right now, so this is the rear diff. If you're drifting on tracks, you probably want a 411 rear diff, which is this right here. It looks exactly the same. It comes out of a automatic V6 or manual S4. The code is DAK. It's somewhere on the bottom. I don't really know. I just know it's 411. So yeah, if you want to do this, remove the drive shaft. Number one, there's a mount that's like you know what, let me just show you guys. There's a mount under the car like this. Diff sits here. There's like T50, these are like T45s. Drop that down, and then when you pull it down, this mount will be on it. And this mount will be like something like this. So yeah, another thing, you want to get CNC and poly mounts for the diff right there, and this one right here. I actually broke that one. I broke it in half out of the drift event. It was not a good day. So yeah, you want to get the billet mounts for everything. You also want to put a window weld on the center bearing if you don't already have an upgraded center bearing. So yeah, then, you know, come over to the rear diff. So, you know, like I said, it's an Audi, so it's not going to be reliable. So yeah, this was a diff. As you can see, it looks the same. The bad boy broke right there. But when we weld the rear diff, it looked like this, right? You know, I don't have the case on it. It's broken into like 3 pieces, you know. I don't have the axle shafts in it. So yeah, number one, There's 6 mils in the middle here on both sides. Take it out, take it out. Boom, boom, take both out. Then there's like, I don't know, 9, 13, 11, 15, I don't know, some number of bolts around here. Take those out, then take that out. Then here's your diff. It should just slide out, you know. Then weld them bad boys up. Put some splatter all up in there. Throw a plate if you want to. Do what you got to do. Install is reverse of removal. Throw it in like that. You know, it'll sit in there nice, whatever. I think it's backwards. I don't really care. You know, throw it in there some type of way like that. Then take this, throw it on. Then take your axle shafts, axle cups, whatever. Throw those bad boys in there. Now you are full rear-wheel drive. But it is not in there because, as you know, these cars have like 2 degrees of angle. So, you know, you want to hit up your local fabricator, or if you know how to weld. This is the arm. As you can see, there is a weld right there. You want to shorten this. It's like 5/8 of an inch or something like that, you know. You just call 5/8, safe number. Do that both sides. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we got a little bit of angle. Look at that boy. Look at that bad boy. Whew. Looks like I got an FDF kit on that boy. But nah, that's not in there. Let me put it back straight. All right, now come back here. Move this chair out of the way. Like you see, you'd be like, hey yo, when that boy got some poke. And you'd be like, hey yo, that boy got some camber. It's like, hey yo, that boy got an angle kit, got a drift stance on that car. And I'm like, no. So, come under the car. Like as you can see, this is the control arm. Normally, they're in this bolt right here. So, you take them out, move them over to the outside bolt. The same thing with the rear control arm. For the rears, you have to lower the subframe a little bit. You just loosen the bolt right there. It's like a 18 or 17, I don't know. Loosen it a little bit, drop it down a little bit, move it out, you know, space it out. Then you got your DIY extended lowers. But then it's like, yo, the sway bar. What do you do about the sway bar? And I'm like, I got you covered. Go to your local Home Depot, Lowe's, Napa, Ace Hardware, your dad's garage, uncle's cousin. I don't care where you go. Get a longer bolt, get some washers, and now that makes up for the gap that you have. And you are ready to slide. But then, like, yo, Zay, what about the rest of the car? I need some more power, baby. So I'm like, all right, I got you covered. Feast your eyes on this bad boy. Where that purple valve cover, that purple intake manifold, and the purple turbo. Yeah, so you want to honestly go on eBay, or if you got some bread. I don't got bread. If you got some bread, get you a nice little T3 manifold, get yourself a little tile wastegate, get yourself a little turbo smart blow off valve, get yourself a little, whoa, that boy got an external wastegate. Yeah, you know, get a little DIY turbo kit. Honestly, I got this on Facebook for like $1,000. I got a, this is a 57 trim TO4E 63 AR turbo, strictly oil cooled, and got that running to the oil filter housing, drain, blah blah blah, 3-inch exhaust, you know, that bad Larry, that wastegate. Yeah, we got that. Front mount intercooler, oil cooler because oil likes to get hot in this car. Power steering cooler because I'm on like my 5th power steering pump. Yeah, that's pretty much it engine wise. You know, do all your evap, SAI deletes, blah blah blah, you know, make it, you know, this wiring is not the prettiest, I know. Oh, you wanna, once you get to sliding a little bit, once you get to drifting, you want to get one of these bad boys right here. This is a hydraulic handbrake. So if you're step inside the office, you'd be like, yo, how do you mount that? How do you mount that hydro? Well, see, me and mad scientist George, as you can see, we welded the chase base to the trans tunnel. But you're like, bro, those trans tunnels are so thin and flimsy. So yeah, then we welded we welded a, what did we do? We welded a plate to the trans tunnel. We welded a, I don't know, what is this? Vertical beam to the plate that's welded to the trans tunnel. Oh, this key's driving me crazy. Then, you gotta mount it up, give a little shake so she don't fall out. Then, you wanna get your lines. So this is, you know, 3/16 line. Got a couple fittings in there. Oh yeah, I forgot about this bad boy. You got a brake bias valve because left foot braking makes all the smoke. So you got a brake bias valve that's in there. If you got questions, let me know. This is kind of basic drift stuff. You delete your ABS. You don't need ABS where we're going. So you got your one line coming out of the out of the master, and this goes to here, and this goes to the front brakes. You got your other line coming out, and this goes to the hydro, and in the middle of that line is the brake bias valve. You want it before the hydro, so it goes here, brake bias valve, hydro, then it comes back out to this T, which goes to the rear brakes. And you might be like, yo, how do you stop on a dime? So front, we got the stock brakes just drilled inside the rotors. In the back, we got some S4 calipers, you know, a little bigger, not too crazy, just a little bigger. But yeah, after that, not too crazy, you know. Got the purple seats, got the Momo steering wheel, got the retarded eBay shifter that came on the car. I've just been too lazy to change it. You know, fire extinguisher, gauges, blah blah blah. I got my, oh, these switches. Forgot about that part. So if you can see, I got an aluminum radiator. This is the eBay special. This is like 400 beans. This bad boy came straight from Shanghai straight to my doorstep in about 3 months. But anyway, while I was waiting for that, I knew the clutch fan wasn't gonna fit. So that fan, I don't know, that's from like Amazon. That's like, I don't even know, 2000 something CFM. I don't really know. If you really want to know, you can ask me and I'll look up in my search history. But yeah, that's basically it. That's basically how to make a rear-wheel drive. You have to reliably, somewhat. You're gonna break axles. I've broken like at least 20 axles in the rear already, but I literally have axles on deck. As you can see, open the back door. I got 1 axle there, 2 axle there. On my driving gloves, getting some grease on them. And I got 2 axles in there. What I got back here? Well, don't mind the mess. Got 1 axle there, 1 axle here. You see this axle did not have the best of days. That axle, oh man, I ripped the boot on this one. So yeah, that's 2 in the car. This is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I really have 7 axles in this car. I got another couple, like, I don't know, 3, 4 axles in my truck. So yeah, that's basically how you convert an Audi to rear-wheel drive. Drift it kind of reliably. Eventually I want to gut the back seats, you know. I already have the door cars off, you know. I want to get some max weight savings up in there. Yeah, that's basically it. I mean, for the most part, yeah, something like that. This car was a giant hoopty, and now it's a little bit less of a hoopty. Now it for the most part, it starts and runs every day. But yeah, we'll see. I don't know, this car doesn't really like cold starts. Like I said, it's still a bit of a hoopty. Let's see if she starts up for me. Alright, she actually started today. So yeah, you know, something like. Got that. My boy's going off, you know. Just simple. Keep it simple. No built motor, stock bottom end. This turbo's running like 21 psi. Once I get tired and bored of it, I'm gonna turn 24. Then once I get tired of that, I'm turning 28 and I'm blow it up. And then I'm gonna put a 5-cylinder in it. So yeah. Oh yeah, she's not warm yet. She likes to break up when it's cold. So yeah, that's it. Yeah. Oh, the last let's get some stickers because, you know, the girls like stickers.